Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are brand new, first off, welcome. Hi, my name is Alyssa and this is Divine Beauty Tarot. So in my videos, I love to make tarot pick a card videos like this. And for today's video, this is going to be our April predictions. So we are going to take a look and see what the month of April has in store for you guys. I always like to post up above the oracle decks and tarot cards in which I do use in my videos. So that is what we have up here today. I did actually get some new ones. I got the Angel Answer oracle cards, the Sea Melody oracle cards, and the Rebel deck. Now, if you guys like blunt humor, then the Rebel deck is going to be something fun that we're going to incorporate today. If it's not your cup of tea, I do apologize. There are some curse words, things like that on the oracle decks because they are a little bit more, like I said, blunt, but it's just meant for fun. That's the reason why I got it, and I really do like it so far. Some of the comments on the cards are really hilarious. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to use it. Why not? So we have some different cards today. I also have my Queen of the Moon Oracle cards, in which we will be using Magical Mermaids and Dolphins and Oracle of the Fairies, okay? And for the tarot cards today, I did use my Everyday Witch tarot cards. So that is what we are going to be using in today's video, okay? So as always, I do have 3 piles for you guys to choose from. We have pile number 1 with some sodalite crystal here. It's a really pretty blue crystal, like a blue speckled crystal. Pile number 2 with some tiger's eye. Okay, and pile 3 with rose quartz. All right, so if you guys need a moment, please go ahead and pause the video so you guys can meditate on which pile you are feeling most drawn to. As a disclaimer, please keep in mind these are general readings. So what that means is that there's going to be multiple messages for multiple people. So just take what resonates with you on the pile that you've selected. Again, if there is anything that you're finding that isn't really resonating with you, it doesn't make a lot of sense to you, then perhaps that just isn't your pile, and I would recommend choosing a different one to see if those messages are in there for you, okay? I just want to put that as a disclaimer because I know for some people who are new to pick a card readings, that can be something that can be a little discouraging because, they're expecting everything to be like 100% for them. And that's not always the case. So I do want to make sure that I do put in that disclaimer for you guys, okay? So again, if you need to, go ahead and pause the video. We have 1, 2, and 3. And we will go ahead and get started with pile number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and move these guys off to the side. And we are going to start with group number 1. So group 1, if you guys chose the sodalite crystal, this is your reading. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay out your tarot cards and your oracle cards, and then we will see what messages we have. So for your tarot cards, we have Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, Justice, and 5 of Wands. Okay, interesting. Okay, so group 1, it looks like we have some sort of situation going on in April. There could be some little bit of conflict. The reason why I say that is because the 5 of Wands does usually talk about having some sort of conflict either with like coworkers, family, friends even. It's usually something that relates to you in some form of capacity. The best kind of way I can put it, or like the quote that comes to mind, is like there's too many cooks in the kitchen kind of a thing. And if you notice, like with the imagery here in this card, you notice that all these witches are kind of arguing over who does what next, or like, they're trying to focus on one common goal, which is, the pot here, but it's like everyone has an opinion and no one seems to kind of get their word in edgewise. So there's a little bit of chaos going there. Okay. So there could be some sort of issue arising, for the month of April, where you're finding that either you're getting drawn into that, or you yourself could be trying to be like the peacemaker here and trying to resolve this conflict. Okay. We have the Justice card. So that to me kind of makes me think that you guys could be that peacemaker. You're trying to find that sense of balance and, regain the sense of peace with what's going on in this situation. And I feel like, because of this conflict or because of the situation that could be arising, excuse me, it's going to be causing you to try. I think you're going to feel maybe pulled in both directions, or, in multiple directions, because I feel like for you guys, if you watching this, I feel you might be the type of person where you can see all sides of the situation. So even though everybody is kind of arguing their point, whatever it may be, it's like you can see all sides, but you're not one to pick a side. You're one to try to hear everyone out and try to come with an alternative solution. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm seeing, at some point. Now, again, this could be work related, this could be family related, friendship related. Take whatever it resonates for you, but there is going to be some situation in which you could be either involved with, or you could be the one in which is trying to make the situation more peaceful. Okay. Now, the Page of Swords is a indication that you are going to have to either make some sort of choice. Now, this can, I think, fall into this whole situation here. But it's, like I said, you're not quite sure which direction you need to go in, but you just know you need to make some sort of decision, or you need to do something. You're not going to just sit by and let this disaster keep happening, so to speak. You're going to try to do your best to help in any way that you can. And whether that means you trusting your intuition or, whatever it may be, I feel like you are going to, at some point, try to do what's right to render the situation. Okay. Now, the King of Pentacles is interesting too, because this kind of talks about, this sense of, I don't want to say like security, but the strong sense of, what's the word that I'm looking for? This strong sense of like, this hard work, this determination here. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is I feel like because of this situation that, that's going on, now I'm kind of getting more so the sense that it could be more work related. But again, it doesn't have to be. I get the sense that you as a person are very hardworking. Okay. So you are determined in this situation to try to make whatever chaos is going on around you to make more sense, so that way it isn't so chaotic. You're trying to do what you can to smooth out the rough edges that are going on. Okay. So the King of Pentacles in this situation to me speaks as if though it's more so you guys, the person that's watching this, that you are trying to, you put in a lot of work and effort into whatever it is that you guys do. And I definitely see that. Like, April's going to be a month in which you are going to be very dedicated. You are going to be very focused. And even though there might be some sort of conflict going on at some point, you're not going to get caught up into it. If anything, I feel like you guys are going to kind of take the lead in this situation and, like I said, right those wrongs, or rectify the situation. Okay. But let's take a look at your oracle cards and see what else that we have. Maybe it can give us a little bit more clarification as to what the situation may be. Okay. So the first cards that we have are the Sea Melody oracle cards. We have empathy. There's more beneath the surface. Okay. So we could be finding out some more information. And ambition. Set your sights beyond the horizon. So yeah, you guys are definitely, like we kind of mentioned earlier with the King of Pentacles, there's a lot of like hard work ethic there. So you guys seem to be very ambitious. So there's a lot of hard work in, ambition being put into play here. Next, we have your magical mermaids and dolphins. Pay attention. Notice my goodness, I cannot speak. Notice repetitious signs in your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. Okay, so just kind of pay attention to things around you. Next, we have stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself very focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of information gathering going on here for you guys. It's really wanting you to pay attention to something. All right, next we have your Queen of the Moon Oracle. We have Faith, the Worm Moon. So definitely, you know, holding on or, you know, really paying, I feel like attention to like you and having faith that the situation will work out, whatever this may be, trusting into your intuition, trusting into yourself, you know, that things will work out as they may. Your angel answers, get more information. Okay. So you guys need to know something. Look for a sign. Okay, look at that. So there's something that's trying to make itself known to you guys in the month of April. Something really, like, the universe is really trying to tell you, hey, pay attention to me. They're trying to give you answers for something. I don't know what that necessarily may be. Maybe it's an answer to the situation that could be arising. Maybe it's an answer into your hard work and your dedication that you're trying to work towards. I mean, who knows at this point, but let's see what else we have. So these are the Rebel deck oracle cards. So it says ancient shit is cool. You need some fucking yoga in your life. So in this sense, this is basically talking about you kind of taking a break. Maybe it's telling you guys at this point to, you know, when things are getting a little tough with this whole situation over here, you know, to really kind of silence your mind and really, you know, try to ground yourself at this point in time, especially when you feel maybe a little lost. If you find that you're getting caught up in this situation over here, you know, you can't really get your word in edgewise and, you know, no one's really listening. Sometimes you just need to zen and really kind of take that moment to find that inner peace. Okay. Sometimes in doing that, that'll kind of calm your mind, your body, your spirit, everything. And then you start to listen and things almost kind of start to make more sense to you, you know, if that makes sense to you. But things do. I notice that especially whenever I do yoga or if I do meditation, sometimes things just become a little bit more clear. And I think that's what this is really trying to emphasize to you guys, okay? Because there's clearly a lot going on and the universe is telling you to pay attention to something. Okay, you have to pay attention and look for the signs, get more information. So definitely, you know, take that as you will, but yoga might be a good way or a good start for that. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. You are talented and fucking amazing. I love this. So again, you know, the world needs your power. Use your voice. So, you know, don't be afraid to stand up and to say what it is that you need to. Okay. Like you guys, like I mentioned earlier, you guys have a very strong sense of self. You know, that King of Pentacles energy I'm getting is more so you guys. Also the Justice. Like, I feel like you guys are like the peacemaker. You guys are somebody who, you know, others may look towards or look for, you know, to kind of fix situations or, you know, help guide them in the right direction. You know, you've got empathy. You're ambitious. You know, that's really the strong sense that I'm getting here for you guys. So I think for the month of April, you're really going to have to just kind of focus on what you need to, you know, your hard work, you know, focus on, you know, things that truly matter. And then the things that don't, cut out and really kind of allow yourself to kind of silence all that outside noise so that way you can really pay attention to what you need to what's going to benefit you and basically what's going to help, you know, this situation in the long run. Because like I said, I'm getting the strong sense that for you guys, or most of you guys in group one, there is going to be some sort of conflict and it may require you to have to solve it or, you know, be that mediator, if you will. Okay, so group 1, that was your message. I hope this resonated with you guys. If it did, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear, how this did. If there was anything in particular that stood out to you. And I also would love to hear if you guys enjoyed these oracle cards. I really do like them so far, so I hope to use them more in future videos. All right, so if you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and we are going to move on to the next group. All right, so group number 2, if you guys chose the Tiger's Eye crystal, this message is for you. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards, and then we are going to look at your oracle cards. So... So the first cards that we have the Two of Pentacles, some balance going on. Four of Wands, ooh, somebody's going to be celebrating. 10 of Pentacles, okay, and 6 of Swords, okay. Very cool. Group 2. So for the month of April, group 2, it looks like you guys have some celebrating to do. You've got the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is all about family, stability, security, having that basically at the forefront, or that being at your main focus for the month. There's going to be some sort of celebration going on with the 4 of Wands, which is really nice. So that could either be an engagement, a marriage, maybe a promotion, some type of, situation could be celebrated, even a birthday party. Something could be celebrated for you guys in the month of April. But I feel like because it is, we've got family related, it very well could be a marriage or some sort of coming together. Okay. So there is that for sure coming in, for April. Now, what's interesting too, is you have, 2 of Pentacles and 6 of Swords. So the 2 of Pentacles is all about like a balancing act. So it's like trying to balance it all, your family, your love life, your, finances, career. It could even be juggling 2 jobs, trying to make ends meet, making sure that you're not overspending or underspending, things like that. And I understand, especially now with everything the way that it is, finances are a tough situation for everybody right now, whether this affects you, specifically or not, somebody who's being affected, right? So again, in this aspect, I feel like it's just trying to regain that sense of balance, whichever way you fall under. Now, you have the 6 of Swords here, which also talks about you kind of moving forward. So like leaving the past behind you and moving forward, to prosperity here. I see nothing but positivity here for you guys because, like I said, we've got the celebration and 10 of Pentacles, which to me just really jumps out to me that you guys are going to be celebrating something, whether it's coming into, like I said, a new family, a new relationship, marriage, engagement, maybe even finding out you're pregnant, if you're a female watching this, or your partner's pregnant, if you're a male watching this. So, whatever it may be, something new and exciting is coming for you guys. And I'm really happy to see, what this could be. And then the fact that you have, the 6 of Swords here, which talks about kind of like movement forward and, no longer, focusing on the past or any negativity. I don't see any negative aspects here. If anything, it's just a lot of positivity here for you guys. So there's definitely a lot of things to be celebrated for the month of April. But let's take a look at your oracle cards to see if we can get any more clarification. Okay, so the first ones that we have, these are your C Melody oracle cards. We have Reflect, Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. All right, so really kind of taking a moment, maybe reflecting at all of the good that could be coming your way. If you've been somebody who maybe hasn't always had it that great, being in a place now where things are just kind of starting to become more stable and, feel I guess, more secure, it's a good time to always reflect at like how far you've come. So that could be an indication there. Stillness in calm waters, everything becomes clear. Yeah, so being still, just kind of being present is what I think of when I think of that. Being present and enjoying the moment, enjoying the happiness, enjoying, the things that you do have, being grateful for what you have, for sure. And safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. So again, that sense of security is definitely very strong here. I think of the 10 of Pentacles for sure when I think of that. So I think this is just a more so validation to you guys that this is what's going to be coming your way for April. All right, so let's take a look at your Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle cards. We have Blessed Change. A major life change brings you great blessings. So yeah, so for like we talked about earlier, there could definitely be like a marriage, a pregnancy, engagement, something where it's like life-changing could be happening, okay? Next, we have Let Yourself Receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies, okay? So if you're not somebody who normally gets things, or who normally is used to being maybe pampered, enjoy it. Just enjoy the good things that are coming your way. It's not a bad thing. It's okay to be happy, especially like I said earlier, if you're not somebody who typically has always had good things happen to them, and more so recently things seem to be falling into place for you, or you're finding yourself happy, and maybe it's not necessarily the happiest times right now for everybody, but you guys are finding ways to be happy. Don't apologize for that. You guys should. You should be, These are tough times, but I still believe in being happy, when possible, for sure. Okay. So let's take a look at your other oracle cards that we have. Next, we have the Angel Answers. We have big happy changes. So again, there's some sort of change going on here, guys, and it's really trying to emphasize that to you guys. Next, we have success. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a positive success. Oh, you guys have 4. This is the Oracle of the Fairies. We have hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. Okay. So this could be some self-reflection, or something from the past, like we talked about, a secret or a memory, something that maybe caused you some happiness, bringing it to light. The 6 of Swords can also be a sense of nostalgia as well. So like kind of thinking about, either like we talked about past events, leaving the past behind you, but it doesn't always have to be a negative past. It could just, everybody has past, obviously. But if there was something from your childhood that you find is becoming more relevant in your adulthood, that could be that indication there. Okay. Next, we have Lost and Found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found Fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Okay, so maybe in April, something will come back to you that you lost. All right, moderation. Is there something you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthfully, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Okay, so some moderation for the month of April, just maybe taking things into account, our health, and celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some celebration going on here. So like I said earlier, this could be a multitude of things, but for a lot of you guys in April, there's going to be some things for sure to be celebrating. Okay, now the next few cards that we have your Queen of the Moon Oracle. We have Beauty and Hunger. Okay, so I definitely feel like, let's start with the Beauty card. So the Beauty card, to me, when I see this, I think of like stop and smell the roses, like taking the time to really appreciate, all the beautiful things around you. And that doesn't have to mean actual physical beauty, but it means like just things that you truly love and appreciate. So family, friendships, you know, your partner, whatever it may be. And especially if, you know, with the 10 of Pentacles there, talking about family, you know, having that sense of security and all of that being mainly at the forefront, that could be what this is indicating. You know, you really just being more so present and appreciative of the things that are coming to you. You know, life is beautiful, and, you know, remembering to just kind of stop and be still and reflect on those things, I think is so beautiful. And it's a good reminder too, because sometimes we get so caught up in the negativity of, you know, the media, or just, you know, other people, you know, maybe saying things that aren't always so positive. Sometimes we forget to really just stop and appreciate what it is that we do have to be thankful for, right? Or the beautiful things that are going on in our lives. So I think this is just a really great reminder of that exactly, okay? And then the Hunger card. So this is also known as the Wolf Moon. So the Hunger card to me is all about, you know, striving for more, you know, like what are you hungry for? It doesn't necessarily mean like hungry as in food, but hungry for what is your drive, your internal drive, what motivates you, okay? So I feel like for you guys, for the month of April, there's definitely going to be some motivation for you guys. There's some changes going on for sure, you know, but what's going to motivate you to keep these changes going, to keep you moving forward, as we see here with the Six of Swords, okay? So kind of think about that, you know, for as April comes about, think about what it is that you're trying to balance, what it is that you're really trying to focus on, and how it is that you're going to achieve, you know, these things here, you know. Is it something work related? Is it something with family, friends, whatever it may be? Keep that hunger going, keep that drive going. That's what's ultimately going to get you to where you want to be, and it's going to really get you to, you know, be successful, you know. So group 2, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. There was a lot going on here, but I feel like overall you guys have a very, very good month ahead of you to look forward to. So if you enjoyed this reading, please let me know in the comment sections down below. I would love to hear, you know, how this resonated for you. Also, if you are not subscribed already, please go ahead and hit the subscription button. It would truly help me out. You guys have no idea. And also hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. So we're going to go ahead and clean up, and we are going to move on to our last group. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, I just realized I forgot your guys' Rebel deck. It said, you are here for a reason, don't fuck it up. You are loved. So I'm so sorry. So group 2, that was your message. I apologize, but yes, lots of love. All right, so group 3, this is your message. So if you guys chose the Rose Quartz, this is your reading. So we are going to start with your tarot cards, and then we are going to move into your oracle cards. So, and I promise I won't leave any out like I did with group 2, so I do apologize. All right, so your tarot cards, we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Devil, Knight of Cups, and Queen of Swords. All right, guys. So group 3, we've got a lot going on here. All right. So let's start with the beginning. So group 3. So for the month of April, it looks like we've got some things coming our way as far as choices. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because we have the Ace of Swords. Let's start there. The Ace of Swords does talk about new beginnings, new ideas, new ventures. Okay, so kind of, it's almost like when lightning strikes, you go for it, right? So there's this sense of you could be posed with like a new idea, new opportunity, maybe even new relationship. Something new could suddenly come about in the month of April, okay? And this is going to get you to, I would say a little bit motivated to do something with that, okay? Whether this means moving forward in a relationship, moving forward with a new job venture or business venture, whatever it may be, there's going to be some sort of new new idea or new beginning for you guys, okay? Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about this sense of hard work, this craftsmanship card, if you will, okay? So there's some hard work and dedication getting put into play. So I feel like with this idea or with this new beginning, there's definitely going to be a lot of focus on it. Like you're going to be putting all of your time and effort into it because you're going to want to fine tune and make this everything that you want it to be. Now, again, if this means a new business venture where you're really trying to start a new business, you're obviously going to want to fine tune the skills or whatever it is to really get yourself out there. Okay. Now this could mean, I'll give you an example. If you're trying to become like an influencer, for example, you putting a lot of time and effort into your content, and as to what kind of content you want to create and how you're going to execute it and how you're going to put yourself out there. Okay. That's just one example. Again, this doesn't have to specifically be for that because we do have some indication of possible love. So to me, again, this could also indicate into a new relationship. So if you are venturing into a new relationship or if a new relationship presents itself, business or romantic, there's definitely going to be a lot of attention and focus to it, okay, that I see going on here. Now, what's interesting is that we have the Devil card. Now, the Devil card doesn't actually mean the devil himself. What the Devil card actually represents is it represents kind of like the things within ourselves that we know we shouldn't do, but yet we do anyway. It's kind of like, having, the angel and the devil on your shoulder, that whole aspect of like, should I or shouldn't I? That's typically what this represents. Okay. So if you know that there's maybe a behavior of yours or there's something that maybe holds you back constantly, whether that's, I'll give an example. Let's say you put yourself down a lot. You're very self-critical, okay? I know some people that are like that, so that's why I bring that up. So if you're overly self-critical, you prevent yourself from a lot of missed opportunities because you don't feel that you are capable of achieving those opportunities or being successful in them because of how critical you can be of yourself, okay? That's what the devil represents. He's kind of like that person that's in your ear telling you, no, you can't do it. No, you won't succeed. This, and that, or actually what's bad for you is really good for you. It's that kind of mindset here. Okay. So with the devil in this situation, I feel like there is going to be some sort of situation that will arise maybe within this new idea that could possibly pause or prevent you from moving forward. Okay. Now I look at this as more so like a warning of not allowing this to get in the way. Okay. Now, if we're looking at this from a love aspect, from a relationship, this could mean to me to not put all your eggs in one basket. Okay. Now, if you're single, you're dating, a new relationship presents itself, I definitely think it's, fair and good for you to put yourself out there to get to know this person, do things that you can, but don't become so invested right away. You obviously want to give it time because you want to try to get to know this person. The Knight of Cups does talk about somebody new coming into your life, and oftentimes they usually tend to be a little immature, okay? So that's why I say be careful in that regard, okay? Don't 100% put all of your eggs in one basket with this one person because obviously you need to know whether or not this is going to benefit you in the long run or if this is even going to be the person whom you actually want to be with, okay? So take your time. I think a lot of this, with especially having the Devil card right in the center, to me kind of gives you that sense of pause. Like pause, wait a minute, let's really take a look at the bigger picture and see what we can do to get around this. Okay. Now we also have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords to me is a very, dignified card or person, if you will. So I feel like, the Queen of Swords, anytime she comes up, I just think of like her as a person, and like it could be you, the viewer, if you chose this. Okay. And what that means is that you're, more so very intellectual. You have a lot of wisdom. You've been through a lot. It's like no matter how many times you've been knocked down, you always get back up. And, you've been through quite a bit, maybe through the ringer. And it's hard to be optimistic, at times, but you still remain so. Okay. So I feel like for you guys, especially if you're feeling like that resonates with you, like you're like, yeah, I am that kind of person, I feel like, with this situation, it's more so just reminding you to be that, to, really be patient, really think things through. You've been through a lot. So again, don't jump into something just because it sounds like a good idea. Okay. And it might be a really good idea. It very well could be, but you don't want to jump the gun and be all in. And then you find out a week, a month, a year later, it just wasn't what it was supposed to be. Okay. So again, I think there's just some sort of sense of patience here that's really coming through. Okay. But let's take a look at your oracle cards and see what else that we have that's come through for you guys. Okay. So we have, wanted to get your guys's sea melody cards. So you guys have 3. The first we have is Prudence. Don't be lured by the siren song. So yeah, makes me think of the devil. Don't be lured by, how good it sounds, really take the time. Just because it looks good on the outside, make sure you look at every aspect of it before you make a decision or before you move forward, because just because it sounds good doesn't mean it actually is good. So really keep that in mind, because think about a siren. Sirens are actually really dangerous. So, they're meant to be beautiful, and, their voices are supposed to kind of draw you in, and then it's disastrous after. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Next we have the ocean. Be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. So if you guys are single, this makes me think of the relationship aspect of this. If you guys are single, be bold, be free, be wild, all of those things, but also still be smart. I feel like that is kind of the main message here. You've got the Queen of Swords here. Be smart about it. Really, give it your all, but pay attention to all the details around you. Okay. And then last we have, look at that, patience. The tide will come, the tide will come in when it's ready. So again, be patient. Don't jump the gun, allow things to kind of work as they will. And then I think things will start to make more sense to you guys the more that you kind of give it time and maybe get to know the situation. Again, this doesn't have to necessarily be just relationship, but, if this is talking about business venture, if you're finding that, if you're, again, I'm just using the content creation because we used that earlier. If you're trying to start, to become an influencer, you're not going to get 1 million followers overnight. It's just not going to happen. Okay. It's going to take time. Things gradually build, you got to work yourself up, all of that kind of thing. So there's definitely a sense of patience here. All right. So let's take a look at your Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle cards. We have positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. Yep, avoid that devil card there. Divine magic, extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. Ooh, all right. And we have wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. So again, there's a huge emphasis on being patient, okay? And it's a good reminder because things will work out the way that they're supposed to, okay? It says expect miracles. So regardless of what your situation may be for the month of April, like I said, if this is a relationship or work-related business venture, whatever it may be, you have to be patient, okay? And trust that things will work out the way that they're supposed to, okay? Next, we have the Queen of the Moon Oracle cards. We have Extremes, Hot Moon, and Supermoon Attraction. So yeah, so there's definitely going to be some, I think, extreme attraction here, especially when it comes to a possible relationship. And, you know, being careful not to go the extreme, okay? I feel like that's more so what is coming through, like we were talking about, you know, with that Eight of Pentacles. You know, it's all about like this hard work and putting all of your effort into it, right? You don't want to put everything into this one situation, especially if you don't know all of the information yet, or if you don't know this person yet. You want to still take your time. So I think that's really the main message here. Next, we have the Angel Answers Oracle cards. We have No Need to Worry, okay? There's Something Better, all right? So maybe not putting all your eggs in one basket, especially for a relationship. Maybe there's something better. Or romance, okay? So there's definitely, you know, for some of you guys, there's some romance indication here. You know, there's going to be an instant, maybe attraction, hence why, you know, that lightning, it's going to feel very instant. And there's going to, you know, be this attraction for sure. But again, I wouldn't just jump all in just yet. You know, still take your time. Get to know each other. All right, next we have music. These are from the Oracle of the Fairies. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Beautiful. Next, we have wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now's the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Again, look, wisdom, Queen of Swords energy. So yes, I definitely feel like you guys are very wise. And magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Okay, so there's definitely an opportunity here for a lot of you guys. Again, with this whole new beginning, whatever this new venture may be, you guys definitely have a lot of potential for things to be successful. However, I don't want to go in and like lead you guys blindly and say like it's 100% going to work out, because there's no guarantee. This Devil card is here for a reason, okay? And there is a lot of wait, patience. I don't want to ignore those things, okay? You guys do have a lot of sense of just kind of biding your time. But again, it doesn't mean that things won't work out. It just means trust that it will, okay? And last but not least, from the Rebel deck, we have You Are a Badass, Act Like It. You are giving away your power. So don't give away your power, especially with this Devil card here. Okay, don't give that away. You are not the fucking center of the universe. Okay, stop obsessing. So yeah, if you find that you're obsessing over this person, this Knight of Cups here, don't do that. Don't obsess. Just kind of allow things to take their course. And if you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Ooh, that's very powerful. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. That's really powerful, because oftentimes we do get really upset at kind of our current situation because it's not exactly what we wanted, right? Well, if we're upset about it, we can change it, right? So do what we can to make those necessary changes and make better fucking choices. So yeah. So again, that's just more the blunt version, but again, you know, just kind of keep in mind that even though things may not necessarily be exactly where we want them to right when they happened, just to be patient and trust that things can and will turn out the way that they are supposed to. Okay. So Group 3, that was your message. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps out my channel like you guys wouldn't believe. And honestly, I do want to say thank you guys so much for all of the love on my recent videos. You guys have done so much for me in more ways than you know, and I am so, so grateful to every single one of you guys that has watched any one of my videos. So I do want to say a huge thank you to all of you. If you guys did enjoy this, again, like I said, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you are not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.